A Marine is trying to burn the entire command to the ground in one singular TikTok, but seems to get caught in hot water as controversy follows suit across social media as people are able to spot the BS very quickly. Let's play the clip right here.
I'm getting NJP'd in about 30 days because I physically watched 2 junior Marines grapple. But the corporals who were grappling junior Marines weeks before that didn't get NJP'd. And the corporal who put his hands on a junior Marine didn't get NJP'd. And the corporal who's been selling drugs didn't get NJP'd. All they got was a negative counseling. But because I watched 2 junior Marines grapple, I am the one getting NJP'd. That is baffling. That is baffling to me. Got it. This is third tracks for you.
She is specifically trying to come after her command over at 3rd Assault Amphibian Battalion. These guys are responsible, it says here, on their mission of 3D AA Battalion is to land the surface assault element of the landing force and their equipment in a single lift from assault shipping during amphibious operations to inland objectives to conduct mechanized operations and related combat support and subsequent operations ashore. So if you guys are unaware, the Marine Corps has something called MCMAP, or Marine Corps Martial Arts Program, which essentially allows grappling, right? Which obviously has security features and things in place such as corpsman or medical coverage must be there. Some kind of planning, safety, preventative measures must be taken in place. But, this is coming from somebody that is an E4 that obviously is sitting in an overpriced Camaro that probably has at least 26% interest, loaded with every feature, bell and whistle, but we'll skip that part. But let's dive into the fact of the comments. We're calling out BS on this already. Cornbread.dtx says, nah, math ain't mathing. She's leaving something out. Shit crazy here says, step 1, talk to Jag. Step 2, don't make a MF social media video about it because now you just got another NJP for insubordination. Militant Me says, we effing grappled all the time in my platoon. Get a corpsman present, call it training, you're good to go. Get yourself a Navy Achievement Medal instead of NJP. And if you guys do like what I cover on the channel in this tomfoolery, these shenanigans of the Marine Corps, please hit that like, subscribe button. Also, write something down below what you think what's going on, because I do think it's important to cover topics like this, and I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying them as much as I am. And obviously, this person does not know every instance. She's not at the top level to be like, the person selling drugs, like, she doesn't know the ins and outs of those cases. These are just like little underground type things and is trying to burn the commander over at 3rd Tracks for this. But there is more information that's being released over at Not in Regs, good friends of the channel, that cover this information that allow me to react to on a regular basis. Please check them out. But here's what they have info coming from the underground. It says, block my name out, please, but there's a lot that's worked up to this NJP. From leaving 29 Palms while supporting a training exercise to go to the mall and restricted smoke shop to contacting Quantico because she thought her command was hazing her, just to have Quantico email her staff, let him know what happened and that they were doing a good job. She posted TikToks of vehicle serial numbers in her TikToks, and then when she was told she had to take them down, she made a TikTok degrading the NCO that told her she had to take them down. She hit a car driving to range. She lost a tailgate driving to range with troops in the back. She's given multiple unlawful orders to junior Marines and has hazed them herself, but when she got that treatment as a junior, she cried and cried about it. She was saved from jumping off 3rd deck by a junior and then drunk drove away from a sergeant, and that junior that saved her doing over 100 plus on the 5 freeway then picked up a week or 2 after and accused them of trying to stop her just so they could get an award. Orders only apply to her when they benefit her. She's effing everyone else over because she can't handle getting in trouble by herself. And looking at these issues, if these are correct, she was unauthorized absence, going to the mall during a training exercise. I've been to training bumps. I know pretty much what's happening here. On top of that, she is what looks like to be some kind of motor T transport where the back gate that is allowed to be on the vehicles has been taken off. Like, a lot of people think that like this one instance would be something that would allow everything to fall apart around them, but really it's multiple things that usually get you to NJP. One person that's competent, has a decent character and moral compass is probably not going to deal with this kind of stuff. And it does look like people are trying to come after non-regs and other people out there that have shared this across social media, because there's been a memery joke that's been posted here from a direct message. They say this. It says, "Who sent that statement? Hello, I need to know who sent this. Mike Hawk. Who is Mike Hawk? Do you have their Instagram?" Oh my God. This person's obviously a boomer. Hopefully. I mean, if you've never been around to get that joke, you are probably a boomer. But, looking at this, I'm all down for holding accountability, as I've talked about accountability and sharing public information that's shared across these platforms that hold accountability to gross leadership that can truly be toxic in nature. But, when you look at it, you got to filter this stuff out. And people want me to cover stuff like this. I'm like, I'm not going to burn the command. Doesn't seem like that. And obviously, if this was true, fellow Marines around her would probably end up doing the same thing to help her out. And people have actually responded across the board talking about whether they believe her story or not on that follow-up post that I'd mentioned previously. Rabadin says, "A woman on social media not telling the truth, playing victim, and not taking accountability? Say it isn't so." And the guy cornbread.dtx comes back with another comment and says, "Math is now mathing." Brat Eater says, "Classic. Everyone in the original video was like, no, what did she actually do? So many other dudes would have been fried before it got to this point. Wild S." I've even looked at their official Facebook page to see if the command would ever respond to something like this, as this has gained so much traction, but it appears that the last post that you can see is from the July timeframe, where they've not made any official statement, which I almost wish they would, because it would really debunk these things much quicker, and so that they were already putting some kind of forefront to try and combat this misinformation that has been put out there. So, third tracks, leadership out there. I'm wondering what they're going to do to try and rectify this situation, as it's been blowing up across social media, as people are trying to talk about this and figure out the true story of what this corporal with a 26% interest rate Camaro fully loaded with. I don't know if all the windows have freaking power or not, but this Marine out here is thinking he's going to take to social media. I have to tell anybody on social media as well, if you believe that you are going to correct the wrongs or the rights or whatever you believe is out there, I will tell you it will be corrected across social media, as the people know who you are, and it's quite small. But this is where I leave you guys looking at this information that's out there. I have not found their TikTok, Instagram, whatever else to try and look at further information upgrading what this is. But if so, I'll make another video. If you guys like what you see here, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit me up in the comments down below. As always, I'll hit you guys up later. Take care.